Ah, another day scrolling through Twitter. Not much happening. Maybe I should make another video since, well, when was the last time I made a video? 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Let's see what there is about Arknights so I can make a video about. Ah! Another new event. I can make another should you pull video. Okay. Passenger rate up. Should I pull this banner? Alright guys, bad acting aside. Today we're talking about the passenger banner. And usually I would make like a should you pull, right? But today I'm going to give you a really clear answer straight away. Just don't pull this banner. Straight up, do not pull this banner. And I haven't really decided if I want to pull this banner, even though for those of you guys who's watched me for a very long time, you know that I am a let's pull every single operator so I have more choices in the future type of guy. I really don't know if I should pull this banner. But today's video is basically me trying to convince you not to pull this banner. So let's get into it. First of all, why you would want to pull this banner, or should I say why I would want to pull this banner personally. First of all, it's voiced by Sakurai Takahiro. So pretty much one of my favorite voice actors. And, you know, I am a huge, should I say simp? Not really. I'm a huge fan of like those voice actors that I really like. The art looks cool. Like this is good art, good character design. After getting him and pulling this banner, there's like the other 5-star sniper. I can get every single operator in the game, so I'm always good. I get to have that satisfaction of all blue bars in the faction sections, like all operators. Awesome. He has the best skill area coverage in the entire game with his skill 3. Obviously, I have to exclude Embryo because Embryo is kind of cheating. She has like the full map coverage. So excluding that, Passenger has the best skill coverage area. Something like he can search area in a huge area like this. So you can think of Ayafila's skill 3. But within that area, he can cast a thunderstorm with a bit smaller, so 1 square in, so he can reach really the furthest in the entire game. So that is all good in that. Why you wouldn't want to pull him though? So as you guys know, Passenger is like the previous event of Calcit banner. Just like first year anniversary, we had Phantom, then W banner. This is the same thing. So what is going to happen is we're going to have a limited banner very soon. And you definitely want to pull that banner for sure. Second of all, he is the weakest 6-star operator ever, in my opinion. Like every other single 6-star operator, they can be like not, you know, used in every, like they might not be the most useful in all situations, but they all have a specific situation where you'd be like, okay, I would want to use this character in this situation. Like even Scotty. You guys remember Scotty? Do you guys remember Scotty? I do. Sometimes you could still use Scotty, even though really rarely, but she still somehow appears. Passenger? Nope. And here is the details why. Now, I'm going to talk about some of his stats, but these are all buffed. So currently the one that we're getting is worse than what I'm about to say, and we're getting a buff in the future, but it really doesn't change much, all right? First of all, his 33 cost. This won't change in the future, and 33 cost is way too high for what he can do. See, he deals 774 arcs damage every 2.3 seconds without a skill activated. That is pretty much the lowest as a 6-star caster. I'm sorry, 6-star caster. And skill 1, skill 2, not even worth talking about. I'm not even going to talk about it because they are like, you can just go use Arcado skill 2 if you want those chain lighting abilities. Or if you want to stall, you can use other operators to stall. Like, you don't need passengers to slow the enemies. Second point. His third skill is like, oh, he can deal 12k damage with his huge thunderstorm, right? This is buff, don't forget. So we actually deal less right now, like more like 10k. Second of all, you see that huge area he can cover? He can only deal damage to one target. One target at once. So he will deal 8 damages per skill charge. And those 8 charges will hit a different target, like randomly. So if you only have one enemy in that area, good. If you have like 2 or 3 that you can one shot, that's still good. But 12k damage isn't really that high nowadays. And especially when it only lasts 4 seconds, this skill is really not worth it. Oh, and the thunderstorm also slows down the enemy that it hits. So meh, it's like fine. But since it only lasts 4 seconds and takes 30 seconds to charge, this is like the worst duration to cooldown skill that I know of personally. It holds 2 charges, so 60-second charge for 24k damage after buff. Now, in what circumstances would I recommend to actually get Passenger? Is, let's say the skill lasts 6 seconds. Let's make it 6 seconds. Then he will deal from 12k damage combined into something like 18k damage combined into a single target. So he can potentially be a good, high damage or elite enemy boss, whatever killer. Second change that would make him more acceptable is let him have 3 charges. So you can pre-plan him and then deal like 36k damage combined in a single rush, in a single burst. That would make him a bit more usable if you really ask me. The third change you can change is that make his skill cooldown, so SP need, from 30 to something like 20 or 15. If it's 15 seconds charge, I would say this would be a very awesome skill. Even though it's still only like only certain circumstances, not all situations, but still, because he only hits one target. 15 seconds, cool, right? You can spam his skills more frequently. One of these 3 changes applied to Passenger, then I would call him usable. Now, currently, some of you people who watch like some CM videos and be like, no, look at Passenger, he can pretty much be the only DPS in like Risk 18, blah, 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 in CC Season 6, I remember. I saw a video. That's true. Under what circumstances? You bring like 3 buffs. You bring Telopsis to buff his SP regen, one of the things I covered, or you buff his attack with like a future operator, like think of Sora. So that covers like the really low damage, which is one of the problems I really already covered. Or you get like arch damage buff, like Saria skill 3 or whatever, which also buffs his attack and slows the enemy as well. So you see, if you actually want to use Passenger, you need all these buffs combined and clear Risk 18. I'm so proud of you, Risk 18. You know how many operators that can do that with a duo in the future? For fuck's sake. Don't listen to those people, okay? Trust me. Why trust me? Because I look at all these circumstances. I look into the future. Well, future content for us, but it's pretty much the past. I look into all this information and trust me when I say that Passenger is not worth pulling. Now, back to me. That is you guys. You guys shouldn't pull Passenger. You guys are good. But me, should I pull this banner? Because don't forget, we got another operator in this banner. It's like Tour de France or something. She looks pretty cool. I kind of like her. Passenger, like I said, I love the voice actor. So Sakurai Takahiro, is he worth? But I love so many of his so many animes he's involved in. His voice is like the voice I really love. So many good things I like about this character. The art, the voice, all these good stuff. Only if he didn't suck. I guess the only thing I can say is we will see what happens. I might not be able to resist the devil in my heart and end up pulling. But for you guys just really shouldn't pull this banner. Alrighty, I'll think about this a bit more later. If things go really well, there might be a should pull video. I mean, no. A pull video of my stream where I'm actually pulling passenger. I hope not. I really need to plan out my pulls for future banners. If you haven't checked my previous video about like the future banners that are coming, check that. Then you'll understand why I'm so painful. Why I feel so painful right now. Check that video. It should be in the description. I think I should put it there or whatever. It is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's not a pulling video. Alrighty, I'll see you guys. See ya.